SVS Productions in the building. I'm finna go subscribe to your ass right now. That shit sucks.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the SVS Mobb YouTube channel. I am Miles Triplett. I'm the CEO and founder of this great company that is running here. This is the YouTube channel, and I'm starting to try to put more YouTube content out. Which, speaking of, this is a shirt here, SVS merch. You can get it on the SVS website, man. Please go out and support. Get you some SVS materials. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I had my friends on Instagram put in some questions that I should do as a Q&A. So that's where these questions are coming from. I didn't just make them up. The first question is, will there be a stripper party 2? So for those that don't know, hopefully you do, we made a movie, me and my buddy Marcel co-wrote and co-produced a movie called Stripper Party that we put on Tubi last year, 2023, and it did, you know, pretty good. It's still doing pretty good. Like I get hit up about it every week. I get hit up about it. Even when I just got back on Instagram, but even before I got off Instagram, I was hit up every week about it. And then when I got back on Instagram, just a piled up bunch of comments and DMs talking about Stripper Party. And one of the actresses, Mercy, shout out to Mercy, put this question of, will there be a stripper party 2? Because we definitely left that bitch off on a, what do you call it? A cliffhanger. So the answer to that question is, it's up to Marcel. Man, I'm sorry. I wish I could say yes or no, but that is a Marcel question, man. Like, if he wants to do a stripper party 2, then hell yeah, let's go ahead. Let's knock that thing out and give the people what they want, right? Question number 2 is, how do you network and maintain genuine relationships in this industry? And when I say that is a great question, darling, that is really a great question, because that's something that I feel like I have a lot of success in that area as far as like having genuine friendships with people, but I have a lot of failures in that area as well. So it's like, I mean, the more you do it, the more, you know, success and more failure you have. So I come across a lot of motherfuckers, and, you know, it's a give and take with it. 2022, like, that was a year where I lost a lot of genuine friendships that I thought I had, a lot of relationships that I thought I had that was genuine, that wasn't. It went down south. But how do you get them and maintain them, man? I don't think there's not really a secret to it. You really gotta have a discernment of the type of people that you're around. I tell people all the time, watch them people in your circle, man, because those are the type of people who are either gonna help you or bring you down. And it's honestly, I just don't think people have a good radar of people. It's effort, you know what I'm saying? It's putting in effort. I think what happens with a lot of people is they try to force it with other people who aren't reciprocating it. Once you see that it's not being reciprocated, like, dip. Next question, do you have an industry mentor or mentors? No. Short answer is no. I tell people all the time, man, when I started doing this shit in 2010, from 2010 to 2017, I didn't know anybody else in this industry. Like, all of the work that I was doing, all of the people that I knew, they were all friends. Like, they were all people who weren't in this industry and, you know, were just helping me out type shit. So it's like, I didn't meet another filmmaker until 2017, and then I started meeting a bunch and stuff, but I didn't have anybody to talk to. So I can get sad. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to ask questions and get advice from and, you know, learn from. I literally, those first 7 years, it was all just on my own as far as like trying to figure shit out. And even if I would try to reach out to somebody, like, it's a lot of ego. People who I meet now, you know what I'm saying, who are, you know, trying to get in the industry and trying to like learn shit. It's like, I'm very much open to anybody who like wants to come to me and ask advice and like wants to learn how I've done things and all that good stuff. Cause even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm not like, you know, rich and famous and big name and all that crap, I have 13 years of experience of doing this shit. So whether, you know, you respect it or not, it's there, you know, dig, like, you can take my mistakes and learn from those and, you know, not make the same mistakes. But what I see is people will make the same mistakes I've made because they don't respect my experience. They think they're them, you know what I'm saying? They're special. They're, you know, you made those mistakes, but I'm not going to make those mistakes because I'm me. And then I'll sit there and watch, and you literally just did the same dumbass shit that I did fucking 5, 6, 7 years ago. Next question. With so many barriers to entry with indie filmmakers, how do you strategize your next move? Man, look, research is an indie filmmaker's best tool that they have, is being able to sit and research. And the fact that I think about people in the 90s and the 80s and 70s, like being indie filmmakers and shit, like how hard that shit must have been. Cause bro, we have the internet. We can literally sit down at a computer and type and Google and search and learn so much shit. And I've watched so many interviews. I've read so many fucking articles and Wikipedia pages and shit. And I've learned so much because of the research. People ask me all the time, like, what do I do in my free time? I research. You can always figure out a way around, under, over a barrier if you research that barrier and you figure out, okay, how. Figuring out that how is research. Research and experimentation. At the end of the day, that's the basis of human fucking nature. Research and experimentation, and trial and error and just figuring it out. This is a funny question. After the success of your last movie, did you hire a financial planner? If so, how was it? No, I did not hire a financial planner because I'm debating whether or not I want to do it, but I think eventually in a couple months, I'm gonna get real transparent about these numbers, like with Tubi and stuff, especially with last year. Like all 3 of the films we put out last year, no disrespect, Stripper Party and The Lost Sex Tape, they all did really good on Tubi, but I think I want to be transparent about how good they did and the actual numbers that, we got back from Tubi. Which I'm not saying it's not a lot, it's just not, it's not a million, It's not enough for me to be like, damn, I have all of this fucking money, what am I gonna do? Like one of the reasons that I'm able to make the movies that I make is because of my money management skills. Like I'm very much I give myself that credit, like I'm really good at money fucking management. Like I make shit happen out of, pennies, nothing type shit. So for me, like the money that I got, fucking fantastic, but I already had plans before the money even got here, like I already had like where I'm gonna send the money, like how I'm gonna invest the money, like what I'm gonna do with the money before I even got it in there. So for me to ever get a financial advisor, I'm gonna need a fuck ton of money that I genuinely have no idea even how to put it in a bank account. Next question, when casting for a project, what is the main traits that you look for? For me, the main thing I look for is instincts. I feel like this is duh, but a bunch of people will read the script the exact same. And it's finding that balance, of course. I feel like I'm not saying nothing fucking new, man, but like, and the facial expressions. The facial expressions are so fucking big to me. Most of the people that I cast is because they make good facial expressions. When you're not speaking, I'm looking at what are you doing with your face, because so much can be sold right here. This is a little personal. What is your ideal woman? I literally just answered this to a friend the other day. First off, intelligence, all right? Intelligence for me is so big, and I don't mean like educated, like she has a master's and a doctorate degree, all that crap, but I mean a woman who's able to understand other perspectives, that everybody in this world isn't a fucking like, okay? Like somebody can have a different perspective about something else and then it'd be okay. I can tell you how many times I've talked to people and then I was talking to this one girl, she was like, her best friend had disagreed with her on something and she was about to stop talking to him just because they disagreed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like you can't have a different perspective, like you can't have a different opinion on something, like, so, and it's not like something like harmful, as long as it's not like murder or something, it's just hey, I like fucking Taylor Swift and I like Pitbull. Oh, well, I can't deal with that. It's like, what the fuck? Second, sense of humor. I'm a big, I joke a fucking lot. So I need a woman who has a sense of humor and is able to have fun in different settings and able to laugh, really. I'm not big on taking life so fucking serious. A woman who's reserved. I like a reserved woman. You dig? I like a woman who does cover up, who doesn't have her fucking titties everywhere. He's not showing stomach, like, because you can still look very attractive, covered up. Like you don't have to show your titties in your, that's ideal. Last question, what movie of yours is your favorite movie? I said my top 3 is my first movie that I ever made, College Life, which you can see on YouTube now. It was made for literally $0. I made it in college. It was with a bunch of friends. It's not the best. It's not one of my best films, but it's one of my favorite films because it means a lot to me. Number 2, I would say is the movie behind me, Social, which was like really my most critically acclaimed film or whatever, just as it did like very good festival run, what I went through to make that film. Like, I spent $3,000 making that film, and everybody on that film was like, knew what the mission was. Like, we knew we're making we're trying to make this super intelligent, fun, thought-provoking type of project, but we're making it with literally nothing. You know what I'm saying? Literally everybody on that set knew that, you know what I'm saying, we're here out of love. Like, it's pretty much, it was pretty much a passion project for everybody freaking involved, especially those two people that you see behind me, man. They really did put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears right next to me as far as like making that film, which sucks because it's one of my favorite ones, but I can't even look at that film, man. It's so fucking triggering. It's so fucking triggering, man, and maybe I'll explain on another video, but whew, boy, that movie is triggering, my nigga. And then the last film is The Benefit List. The Benefit List is one of my best fucking films. That cast is so fucking amazing. It's one of my best looking films, and it's like The Benefit List is triggering as well. The shit I went through to make the fucking Benefit List is freaking nuts. We spent $8,000 on making that film, and it do not look like it. When I say I made that shit stretch to the very end of the goddamn day, to the last fucking minute. I made every penny stretch to get that film freaking made, and it looks so fucking good. But you can watch all of them. College Life is on YouTube. Social is on Tubi and Peacock. Watch it on Peacock. It does really good on Peacock. And then The Benefit List is on Tubi. So watch all of the freaking movies. Well, all right, man. That was the first SVS Q&A YouTube video, man. Hopefully y'all learned something about SVS, I guess. If you have any other questions, like put them in the comment section or just DM me on Instagram. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And please keep up with the SVS journey, man. I'm gonna be putting out a lot more stuff on this channel, man. I used to put out a lot of stuff in college. Like, I had a big digital footprint on YouTube in college and stuff, but once I started making films, like, the content dwindled and I really stopped using my freaking YouTube channel. So I want to get back to putting stuff out on the YouTube channel so people have another avenue of seeing everything that SVS is doing. I'm also starting a Patreon. Please go and sign up for that. I'm going to be putting out exclusive content on that. First exclusive content that I'm going to be putting out is like SVS vlogs, so y'all can really see a deep, intimate look as far as like what I do and what the SVS team does as far as like making projects and, you know what I'm saying, what we go through like on a daily basis. All right, well, thank y'all for tuning in, man, and hey, we'll see you along on the journey, baby. Deuces!
I've been trying to reach new heights, yeah.